if you are like in a probably like young adult relationship where you guys don't have kids or whatnot, there's nothing else to prioritize, then prioritize on each other, because it's just like.
So you agree in general?
Yeah, basically, if there's two adults in the room and they are attractive, they're basically going to fuck each other if it comes to it.
At some point.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, yeah. So it's just, it's not an insecurity thing. It's more of like a trusting. I trust you, baby. I just don't trust that girl. You know what I'm saying?
That's something we say.
Right. Which is good. I understand you should have trust in your partner, but
I disagree. I could trust women to be women, which is women are emotionally erratic, not really very compulsive, do what feels right versus what is right. There's a reason why we tell men, do what's right. We tell women, do what's right for you. Because we tend to live in this world nowadays where feelings and being happy overrides everything. And a lot of times a girl will cheat and then rationalize and say, I wasn't happy in the relationship, or it just happened, blah, blah, blah. And I think this is why so many guys end up in situations where the relationship is compromised, because they didn't have boundaries, they didn't have standards, they let their girl do whatever she wanted. One drink leads to another. She's out with her single girlfriends. Oh, he's a bum anyway. You do what you want to do. They, enable her bad behavior. I always say single girlfriends are the worst thing for a relationship. And then bam, next thing you know, she's sucking some dude's dick in a bathroom. So I think I trust women to be women, which is compulsive, bad decision makers, and typically needing the leadership of a man.
Misogyny.
Okay, I wouldn't say that females are like particularly like that's kind of like a hasty generalization there, just to assume that
who has
all
3/4
females...
of the debt?
You said what?
Who has 3/4 of the debt?
Who else? What?
Who has 3/4 of the debt
in the U.S.
Of the debt?
Yes,
Yeah.
Despite making less money than the opposite gender.
I have no clue.
It's women. Who's 80% of the consumer base?
Okay, I guess women.
Thank you.
But okay,
There's a reason why. Hold on.
Is...
You see, I'm not just. This isn't coming from a place of anger or misogyny or me talking crap. It's facts. Advertisers target women because women are more impressionable and they're easier to control. Women are group thinkers. They're more involved with. They're more involved being social. They're followers. Okay. You look at a fashion trend. You look at a hairstyle. When Rihanna cut her hair back in 2008, every other girl decided to cut their hair. Fashion trends, typically women follow them. So women are easier to sell to and advertise to. And this is why advertisers target women and not necessarily men. So what I'm saying is that women are impressionable by nature. They're more agreeable.
Yeah.
And this is not a social construct. This is biology.
Yeah, they are emotional creatures too, but I wouldn't say that they can't, objectively think or,
of course they
be
can.
rational.
Of course they can. They can. I'm not saying they're not objective or rational, but what I am saying is that they're more likely to make bad decisions on emotion. Which can lead to the destruction of the relationship.
Yeah,
and
I
didn't
would
liquor
agree
as
with
well.
that.
I had alcohol. Oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah, for real.
So,
yeah.
And the thing is, and I know you guys might say, well, men drink and cheat too. What are you talking about, Myron? Here's the difference. If I cheat on my girl, I can go back to my girl and love her the same. If you cheat as a woman, it's a wrap. It's not the same. One is premeditated murder. The other one is, a DUI, manslaughter. It's not the same as when a woman cheats. Oh, you're shaking your head. Go ahead.
I
Disagree?
just don't agree with that, yeah.
Okay, why don't you agree? Go ahead.
Yeah, because if she was enough for him, then you wouldn't need another woman or think about putting yourself in another woman.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Men sleep with somebody they don't like.
Oh, I know that.
Women won't.
But it becomes a thing too when you don't like her and you're still penetrating her.
A man will sleep with
make sense to
somebody
me.
they literally hate.
I don't like her,
A
but
woman
I'll
won't.
have sex with her 10 times and more.
Isn't that worse?
Well, here's the thing. A guy's thinking, when my woman go cheat with a man, she's emotionally invested unless she's a whore.
She don't love
Only prostitutes can sleep with a man she's not emotionally invested in.
Facts.
A woman has to have a man can literally stick his dick in a gas tank.
That's facts, though.
He can literally stick his dick in a hole in the ground.
Get that jerry can sex.
He's not emotionally. A man.
So that makes it okay.
A man has no emotions tied to his penis. So when he lays with a woman and you say, "Well, you've been sleeping with her for years," he don't even like her. But when a woman lay with a man, it's something about him she has to like. That's what'll hurt a man even more. A man is saying, "Man, I'm sleeping with this woman. I don't even know her. I sleep with somebody I don't know. I don't even like." None invested. But for you to lay down with this guy, you have to have something invested in him. That's what hurts more.
The fact that you say that is even
true.
worse because it then means that I have absolutely nothing. Like
Well, you have to understand a man. When a man,
If you could just stick it in a gas tank,
Like,
and then
that
you sticking it in
devaluates
your woman.
completely
this what
as a woman.
This what a woman have to understand. What a man does with his penis has nothing to do with his emotions and his value.
Thank you.
Which sucks.
Which most men
That
don't really
sucks.
even show emotion.
Then y'all
so-
should never have anything to do with a man, is what I'm telling you. Because a woman, everything that a woman does. So if you ask a woman, what do you think about this? She's gonna answer with her feelings. She's gonna say, well, I feel like. If you ask a man, well, how do you feel? He's gonna say what he thinks because he's not emotionally in tune with his feelings.
Yeah.
By nature, we're hunters, right? So we have to be analytical. A hunter can't be in tune with his feelings because he wouldn't hunt out of fear. When it's dark outside, when the world had no lights, then he wouldn't provide food for his family because he would be afraid. So there's something in us that supersedes our feelings because we're analytics. A woman is more emotional because she has to nurture. She has to give life. She has to breathe life. And so when a man knows when my woman sleep with this man, she's way more invested into this man than I am when I sleep with a woman. A man will sleep with something he hates. A woman won't. So it's much more impactful when a woman lay down with a man because that's her heart. Her heart is between her legs. A man's not. So women think that our feelings are tied to our penis, and a man has no emotions when it comes to sex.
Don DeMarco.
None whatsoever.
So is his presence what gives the woman like the heart? I'm trying to understand, where does the heart come from?
Where is the heart located at?
In the man, like, because there's no emotion, so where is the heart?
Listen.
We're talking about
The way to a man's heart is through his belly.
Yeah, that is a
They
good
have
saying.
two heads,
Yeah,
like- So you're saying a woman didn't feed you enough and you go and stick your penis in whatever was moving? Okay.
Obviously.
It's like you didn't feed me enough.
Listen. Talk to your grandmothers.
Yeah.
Talk to your grandmothers and your great grandmothers, and I promise you, they will tell you a way to a man's heart is through his belly. A man that has a woman that'll feed him supersedes a woman that'll fuck him.
Shout out to Mo.
oh my gosh.
That's powerful, man.
The average today's women think that they can win us with their pussy.
No, I mean, like, for a man
They
to
can,
show
though.
the love, not how the woman gets the man.
Watching a woman give birth to your child will change how you treat her. A woman forgiveness, a woman forgiving you when she catch you lying will cause you to stop lying to her. A woman who expresses her hurt without anger will cause you to stop hurting her.
I guess it depends on the man.
Nah,
It surely
doesn't.
does. Yeah, because some men have no heart at all.
I want to comment on that.
All
too.
men have heart. When they meet the right woman, they'll stop doing whatever they was doing before they met that woman to keep this woman.
Facts.
When they meet the right woman, they'll jump through whatever hoops that they have to jump through, even if it means denying themselves for this woman. But how do you know?
Actions.
I was just about to say actions.
Most women don't understand it. Like, for the right woman that's for him, he will cut off, like you said earlier, a bunch of other girls. He'll say, you know what? All right, I'm gonna make a choice because she's worth it. However, if you're not worth that value to him, he's gonna play the field. He's gonna follow you and you because you're not worth the value. So he's saying in a nutshell, if you're a woman of value to that man, he'll put in the work for you by actions.
Think about, and I hate to bring this up, but I have to. Think about how great we say Dr. King is. Dr. Martin Luther King was a whoremonger, slept with many a women, and his wife knew it.
I did not know that.
Everybody knows that.
I did not want that perception.
Everybody knows that. But most women will say because he cheat, he's not a great man. Most women think because you've cheated on women that you're not a good man. Good man cheat. It's hard for a woman to believe that. Good man cheat because all men cheat. All men will cheat, except for the right woman. He don't want to hurt her. So the hurt that he see that he causes her will stop him from cheating because he don't want to cause her that hurt. So it has nothing to do with a man feeling some type of way more or less than it does a woman. It's in his nature. It's in his nature to not be with one woman, except when he meets this one woman, he decides to go against his nature and deny himself so he don't hurt this woman. And what pushes a man to that point? The actions of the woman. The actions of the woman. Or make a nigga stop lying, or make a nigga stop cheating. And that comes from her love. Her love will truly conquer him. And that's what every man eventually ends up getting to at some point in his life, where at least one woman's love conquers him, where he tries to become a better man for this one woman. So you have to decide if you're that woman.
So, ladies, let me ask you a question.
Perfect.
Are you evil for wanting a guy that's taller than you, has more money than you, has more status than you?
Absolutely
No.
not.
No, right? No? What? Okay. And the reason, because here's the thing. The problem is that, because he said a dude will stick his dick in a gas tank, and you're like, well, that doesn't make it right. And you were saying it's not right either. I think what women don't understand is that sexuality and what we want is not moral or immoral, it's amoral. And what I mean by that is you're attracted to what you're attracted to, and it is what it is. No one is demonizing you guys for wanting a guy that's taller than you, makes more money than you, more status than you. Like, I'm not going to say and be like, that doesn't make it right. No, it's just the reality of life. So just like you want a guy that's tall and has money and has status and charming and charismatic, men want to have sex with more than one girl. The reality is you will never sexually satisfy your guy by yourself, ever. They're always going to want other women. That's just how it goes. Men typically are only as faithful as their options. But I like how you guys immediately made male sexuality about morality. But when I brought it up with what women want, y'all were like, no, it's okay. So why is it okay for you guys to want a guy that's tall and has money and successful, but it's not okay for us to want many bitches? That's the difference.